Good day! This project is a wonderful work of Group 4 in BS Mathematics 2nd Year Section 2, and we were assigned to make a tutorial about slope. This is a partial fulfillment of the requirements for the subject course ENGL 1063, English for a Specific Purpose. Here, using animated effects as the medium of teaching, we assure our fellow students to learn math in an enjoyable way. So just sit back, relax, and learn. Hi, my name is John Verde Cruz. I am a second-year student from Polytechnic University of the Philippines, taking up Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. This tutorial will discuss about slope. What is slope? Definition. Slope measures the steepness of a line or a surface. Whenever you go up or down on a stairs, you experience a real-life example of slope. Well, since stairs can be interpreted as an inclined line. And you will notice the higher level of each steps, or the steeper the surface, the harder it is for you to keep going, because you must spend lots of energy to get yourself moved. Keeping this fact in mind, and by definition, the slope is the measure of the steepness of a line. So the higher the slope, the steeper it will be. Now, since slope is a number that measures the steepness, there exists such positive slope, negative slope, and even a slope that is equal to 0. If the slope is 0, hence there is no steepness. That is, the line is flat horizontally. In stairs, if you move left to right and you go up, then the slope is positive. Hence, the higher the slope, the higher the steepness. Also, we already know it will need more energy to climb up, but for some cases, it will come handy to minimize the length of the pathway. And if you move left to right again, but you go down, then the slope is in negative sign. Therefore, the lesser the slope, in fact it is negative, the lesser the energy needed. Yet you must balance yourself going down to avoid accident. Of course, aside from the stairs, there are much more examples we encounter the slope, such hills, inclined roads, slides, and many more. For some special cases, we can also say that the slope is undefined. Well, we will discuss about it more on further tutorial. At the meantime, the slope is said to be undefined when the line is perfectly vertical. So far, we are able to understand the basic concept of the slope and how it affects in our life. The question is, how can we find slope?
Hi, I'm Shamil de Los Angeles. I am a BS Mathematics student from Polytechnic University of the Philippines. This time, we will learn how to find slope. From the previous discussion, slope is a number that measures the steepness. The value of the slope is defined as the ratio of rise over run, and visually denoted by m. Thus, the formula for slope is m is equal to rise over run, where the rise is the height and the run is the width. For example, to find the slope of this line, where the rise is equal to 9 and the run is equal to 6. Then, by the formula m is equal to rise over run, we get m is equal to 9 over 6. By simplifying, we get m is equal to 3 over 2. Now, what is the meaning of 3 over 2? Since it is a ratio, that means for every 3 units moved vertically, there is a 2 units moved horizontally. Also, since it is a positive, therefore the line is going up. What if the rise and the run is not given? How would you calculate the slope of a line? Let's try to put the same example in Cartesian plane. We let the rise be anywhere we want, also the run, and the line we are focused on is this. We can see that the two endpoints of our inclined line have their own coordinates. Point A with the coordinates 2, 2 and point B with the coordinates 8, 11. Now let's just say we don't know the rise and the run. We can calculate them by solving the distance vertically and horizontally of the points. Then, for the rise, subtracting the y components of the points to get the distance. While for the run, we subtract the x components, and there we have them back. Now, observe what happened in our formula. Setting point A having the coordinate of x sub 1, y sub 1, and point B, x sub 2, y sub 2. Then we have rise is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, while run is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Therefore, the moral lesson of the story, our slope now is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Using that formula, we can now calculate the slope of a line in Cartesian plane by given 2 points along the line. The good thing about it, we can use the formula by getting the y-intercept form that we'll discuss on the next tutorial.
Hi, I am Marvin Vences and I am going to discuss how the slope-intercept form derived. We all know that the slope-intercept is in the form y equals mx plus b, but how is it derived? We define the slope-intercept first. Slope-intercept is defined as the line that determines the slope, which is the m, and the y-intercept, which is the b. From the formula of the slope, m equals y minus y sub 1 all over x minus x sub 1, we let x sub 1, y sub 1 be the y-intercept defined as 0, b. Now, substitute 0, b in the slope formula. We have m equals y minus b all over x minus 0. Then let's perform the operation. Slope now becomes y minus b over x. Multiplying both sides by x to cancel the denominator x of the right hand, we now have mx equals y minus b. Then add b from the both sides of the equation to transpose b on the left-hand side. It will now become mx plus b equals y. And by the symmetric property, y equals mx plus b. And that's how the slope-intercept form derived. Ms. Naril Donari will show examples in the next video for you to understand the slope-intercept more.
Hi guys, I'm Narel Donare, a BS Math student from Polytechnic University of the Philippines, and I'm going to give some examples about slope-intercept. So let's start. The first example is find the equation of the straight line that has slope m equals to 4 and passes through the point -1 and -6. Okay, in this example, they given me the value of the slope, in this case m equals to 4. Also, in giving me a point on the line, they have given me a x value which is -1 and a y value for this line equals to -6. The slope-intercept form of a straight line, the formula is y equals mx plus b. I have y, m, x, and b, so the only thing I don't have so far is a value for b. Then all I need to do is plug in what they gave me for the slope and the x and y from this particular point and then solve for b. Y equals to mx plus b, just plug in. So y equals to -6, m equals to 4, x equals to -1, and we still don't know the value of b. So just plus b. -6 equals to 4 times -1 plus b. -6 equals to -4 plus b. Transpose -4 to the other side. So -6 plus 4 equals to b. -2 equals to b. Now, We know the value of b and the value of slope, which is 4. So just plug in m and b in the slope-intercept form, then the line equation equals to y equals to 4x minus 2. If you're asking me how if a problem doesn't give a slope, so I'm going to give another example, which is the slope is not given. The second example is, find the equation of the line that passes through the points negative 2, 4 and 1, 2. Well, if I have 2 points on a straight line, I can always find the slope. That's what the slope formula is for. We already know in this previous lesson that m equals to rise over run, rise equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over run x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2 equals to 2, y sub 1 equals to 4, x sub 2 equals to 1, while x sub 1 equals to negative 2. Therefore, the slope equals to negative 2 over 3. Now, I have the slope and 2 points. I know I can find the equation if I have a point and the slope, so I need to pick one of the points and use it to solve for b. Using the point negative 2, 4, I get y equals mx plus b, or y equals to 4, m equals to negative 2/3, x equals to negative 2, 4 equals to negative 2/3 times negative 2 plus b. 4 equals to 4 over 3 plus b. Transpose 4 over 3 to the other side, so 4 minus 3 equals to b. 4 equals to 12 over 3, so 12 over 3 minus 4/3 equals b. b equals to 8 over 3. Therefore, y equals to negative 2/3 x plus 8 over 3. On the other hand, if I use the point 1, 2, I get y equals mx plus b, just plug in 2 equals to negative 2 over 3 times 1 plus b. 2 equals negative 2 over 3 plus b. Transpose negative 2/3 to the other side. So 2 plus 2 over 3 equals b. 2 equals to 6 over 3. So 6 over 3 plus 2/3 equals b. b equals to 8 over 3. You see, it doesn't matter which point I choose. Either way, the answer is the same. Y equals to negative 2/3 x plus 8 over 3. As you can see, once you have the slope, it doesn't matter which point you use in order to find the line equation. The answer will work out the same either way.
Hi, I'm Leo Limuel O. Mateo. I'm a BS Mathematics student in Polytechnic University of the Philippines. This time, we will discuss about point-slope form. Point-slope form. The equation of a straight line in the form y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1, where m is the slope of the line and x sub 1 and y sub 1 are the coordinates of a given point of the line. Let's look at where this point-slope formula comes from. Here's the graph of a genetic line with the 2 points plotted on it. Let's recall the slope formula. M is equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now, let's say that one of these points is a generic point x and y, which just means it could be anywhere on the line. And the other point is a specific point x sub 1 and y sub 1. If we plug these coordinates into the formula, we get m is equals to y minus y sub 1 over x minus x sub 1. Now, we can rearrange the equation a little bit by multiplying both sides of the formula by x minus x sub 1. This simplifies to y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1. Now, I will teach you how to use the point-slope formula. For example, find the equation of the straight line that has slope is equals to 4 and passes through the point negative 1 and negative 6. I have given you the slope is equals to 4, x sub 1 is equals to negative 1, and y sub 1 is equals to negative 6. All you need to do is substitute the following values. to the equation y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1. Now, we have y minus negative 6 is equals to 4 times x minus negative 1. We know that this equation is equal to y plus 6 is equals to 4 times x plus 1. By multiplying 4 with x and 1, we will get y plus 6 is equals to 4x plus 4. Therefore, y is equals to 4x minus 2. Or you could answer in general form where y plus 6 is equals to 4x plus 4 by transposing y plus 6 to the right hand side, then 0 is equals to 4x minus y plus 4 minus 6. Since 4 minus 6 is equals to negative 2, then 0 is equals to 4x minus y minus 2. By symmetric property, 4x minus y minus 2 is equals to 0.
Hi, I am Christian J. A. Lantin, a BS Mathematics student from the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. In previous discussion, we have already defined what is slope all about. We have already mentioned some of the application of the word slope. Another form is what you call the point-slope form, where the slope and a point on its graph are given. But it is more easier when you use the another form, which is y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1.
Hi, I'm Hazel Magbo, a BS Mathematics student from Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Now I will show you an example using point-slope formula. Now, here's how you use the point-slope formula. Given the xy coordinate 3 and 4 and slope equal to 2. If the point and slope are given, that means that we can write this line in point-slope form. The first step is to recall the general equation for point-slope form. The y minus y sub 1 equal to m times the quantity x minus x sub 1, where m is the slope and x sub 1 and y sub 1 are the xy coordinates. Second, we substitute the given slope to m, which is 2, and the xy coordinates to x sub 1 and y sub 1, and that is 3 and 4. Now, we have the output y minus 4 equals to 2 times the quantity x minus 3. After that, we multiply 2 to quantity x minus 3. Then we transpose 4 to the other side and compute again. There you have it. Y equals to 2x minus 2 is the point-slope form of the given point and slope.
Hello everyone, my name is Nariel Suarez and I'm gonna teach you what are the x and y intercept. So what is x-intercept? We define x-intercept as the line where y is equal to 0 and it is the point where the line crosses x-axis. Example, find the x-intercept. The equation y is equal to 3x minus 6. We can easily know that y is equal to 0 since we're looking for the x-intercept. Then x is equal to 2 and the coordinate of this problem is 2, 0. So what now is the y-intercept? We define y-intercept as the line where x is equal to 0 and it's the point where the line crosses or intersects y-axis. Example, find the y-intercept. The equation y is equal to 5x plus 3. In the definition, x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 3, and the coordinate of this problem is 0, 3. We have now defined what is x and y intercept. We will now discuss how it is solved by giving you some examples. Example, find the x and y intercept of the equation 9x squared plus 16y squared equals 25. For finding the x-intercept, substitute y by 0. What we have now is 9x squared equals 25. Since multiplying a number by 0 is 0. Dividing now both sides by 9, we get x squared equals 25 over 9. Then x is equal to positive negative 5 over 3. Then the x-intercept are the points 5 over 3, 0, and negative 5 over 3, comma 0. Then y is equal to positive negative 5 over 4. Then the y-intercepts are the points 5 over 4, comma 0 and negative 5 over 4, comma 0.
Created using Powtoon.